What's up, YouTube? Hope you guys doing great, man. Hope you guys doing well. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Fire Feeling Clips TV. We in the building. We know. I know. I've been away for a while. I'm asking for your forgiveness. And guess what? I apologize. And guess what? We're back on it again. Promise you. We're back on it again. Reactions upon reactions. You know how it goes already. See what's going on. Feel free to give the video a thumbs up. Smash that subscribe button. Put your post notification bell on so you're notified when we drop a new upload or even when we go live. Done is your boy Fire Feelings. All right. Let's jump into these clips that we got for you. First one here is definitely Spanish. The Spanish them going on. We're talking about the Spanish females them. Now this Spanish female that you're seeing on the screen right now is definitely leaving a Guyanese national heartbroken and also broken in life. Yes, I know you might say what you mean by the fire. Eventually what happened? She stole his life savings. We jump into this. Spanish
woman pretends to love man for 2 weeks, then gets away with his $600,000 life savings. A man is pleading with the public for help after he claims a Spanish woman pretended to be in a loving relationship with him for 2 weeks before allegedly making off with his entire life savings. The woman, identified as Yamilka Velasquez Grau, reportedly stayed with the man and gained his trust during the short relationship. However, according to the victim, while he was away at work, she allegedly stole $600,000 in cash and disappeared.
So she pretended. Hold on, let me get it back. Hold on.
Making off with his entire life savings. And with his $600,000 life savings.
Hold on.
A man is pleading with the public for help after he claims a Spanish woman pretended to be in a loving relationship with him for 2 weeks.
It could happen. It could happen. Because remember, he looking for love. So we don't know if he's a Spanish national, if he's a Negro, Guyanese national. We don't know what race is he. If he's an Amerindian, if he's an Indian, or he's a Negro. We didn't get full details upon how this person or race or color or creed is. All we know is a male saying that, all right, this girl carries 600,000 fee. Now I think it was 2 months, but she pretended to be in love with him for 2 weeks. Now even if I don't feel in 2 weeks, it's only if you and this girl dealing with long before 2 weeks. But he said in 2 weeks. So all you done show you stash spot and what part the bag there already. How she know what part you things there? When you fall in love, you always just start, exposing everything. Everybody, there's a part that's got a gold, there's a part that's got a gun, there's a part that's got a weed. It's 2 weeks alone, by the part of cake drive you. What?
Before allegedly making off with his entire life savings. The woman, identified as Yamilka Velasquez Grau, reportedly stayed with the man and gained his trust during the short relationship. However, according to the victim, while he was away at work, she allegedly stole $600,000 in cash and disappeared. The devastated man said the money represented all of his savings and that he has been unable to locate her since the incident. He is now appealing to members of the public for any information that could help authorities find her and recover the stolen funds.
I'm Spanish ain't come for play. 2 weeks? The song like this, the song like is he hold she the money. That didn't mean it like this, like we always say, they got two sides to the story. So he could say that oh, she pretend to love him, but sometimes wasn't though. Sometimes it must have been that she was doing a job and it reached to 600,000. Cause y'all know them Spanishes work. Them Spanish don't play them Spanish. You get all 3D holes what God give them. Plus if you want to get extra hole, they would give you extra holes. Once them bread secure. So, two sides of story still. For no, she rip off this, or carry 600,000 in 2 weeks. How much she really charging for really being bed with you, man?
Anyone who may know the whereabouts of Yamilka Velasquez Grau or has information that could assist in the investigation is urged to
And she pretty too. Proper good looking Spanish boy, making joke.
contact the nearest police station.
I telling you by what? Carry 600,000 whap just like that. Pretend to be in love. So he thought she was pretending all the time, saying, baby, I love you. However they say it in Spanish. And she munching off the bone. Giving him nice heads, tails, fronts. And you say everything good, baby. This is about part I got my money. This is a part I stash all my gold. 2 weeks you know this woman from you don't trust she. You don't even see you got a relationship with. Well, like I said, when a man desperate for love, you could fall in a situation like this here, so. No joke, but y'all leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what's your thoughts on this. They have persons that is concerned and person got the point that they would like to put or make an input into the whole situation that we're talking about right now with the Spanish accused of stealing $600,000 from a man while he's pretending to be in love with him for 2 weeks. Let me hear what this sister have to say here, so. I tell you, Jaja.
Now there's a young man on TikTok stating that a Spanish woman, young lady, pretended to be in a loving relationship with him while gaining his trust, flee with $600,000 of his. It was his savings. Now me point to the matter is, who sent you for Spanish? That's not the question.
I was saying the same thing too, but remember still we didn't get confirmation upon if he's a Spanish, like she, if he's a Amerindian, if he's an Indian, or if he's a Negro man. We ain't know still as yet. So far, my intuition giving me it's a Guyanese national, basically the entity, but we know is who. This is all I could pinpoint right now. And we know for a fact, Guyanese men them love the Spanish. We mean we go for Spanish. For Spanish is a new thing. Remember people get eye getting open for see what the new thing comes with.
When this young lady was in your possession, how much time you fuck? So she did not flee with your savings, sir. She flee with her hard-working money. You paid for 2 weeks of sexual extracurricular activities, and the young lady wanted her cash, and you went on to prolonged wanting a long-term relationship. Anything with high beam color body, don't fight life.
You know, anything with high beam. You know it's the right? All right. She's stating color, high beam. Red woman like she, and what got them high color.
Anything with high beam color, don't fight life. You're gonna lose. And nobody helping you look for she. The lady walk out she pokey. You done walk out and a short. She suck up your, she do it. Cause you don't know the Spanish walk. I know the girl do what she had to do. But you must be cheap. So relax. Count your losses. At least your penis had a nice time. But young lady steal you money. What you call stealing? If she did in a house with you alone and ain't lashing, I would say, oh God, your TV money, all we raise a GoFundMe LP. No, she was participating in sexual activities. Whether you think you might share or not, or providing meals when the day come. Young lady wants to pay. And it look like you want to play, or the fact that she ran away shows me that you want to play whole and sloopy. Use the bitch in the relationship. You want love bomb. Young lady ready to roll to your next client. Roll off a scene.
Roll off a scene, yeah? If we got time with you, roll. If your pot get lash. Your pot get lash. Take it and go on. But there's no fightation at the end of the day, you know what I mean? He rang, she rang, because she ain't got right for stealing any money. And he ain't got right for hoeing she, if that is the case. In this scenario here, so. You know what I mean? Like I said, I got two sides to a story. It could be a lot of things pertaining to this. Like she can't be saving. Sometimes she could be working. Sometimes she's a prostitute. We know I said, cause he didn't get proper detail. We don't say that she pretend to be in love with him. And it's weird, like 2 weeks. How she know if I find you money? Did you tell her? It's a real bullying by. But you guys leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what's your thoughts on this situation. Anyway, as we continue.
We all see the viral video where the young man was being abused. So today when I see this guy in Travis Chase saying he was charged and was in the lockup and charged with cybercrime, that came as a surprise. Because a young man is pleading for help and he ended up to be the one that is being charged.
This is show you Guyana rules and law bogus. And like it only applies to one set of person or some kind of thing, because when I hear this also, it was like, how you could get charged with cyberbullying because you post a video of someone assaulting you. You were the victim. They are the suspect. You wasn't the suspect, you was a victim. But because you post though, you get locked up. That simply means this girl lashing the police. I got a feeling she lashing the police. I tell you, yeah. She got police lashing she. You say it, man. Straight.
Like, why isn't this woman in lockup for assaulting this young man? There is evidence. But you know, as a big old lady like me, grew up in Guyana, we know the police love to get involved in domestic dispute. And one reason for it, and one reason only, that is to get close to the woman.
We said it. We said it. And looking at she alone, which policeman are going to lash though? We mean somebody preying though. Somebody done showing the dung. So anything she run to the days why she was so disrespectful to the police at the first instance, like what I gave a fuck about the police and all them things, like, it's because just though. Sometimes the same police officer what they call must be lashing she.
I said it. Right? So now, you charge this man who is clearly asking for help and let the actual abuser walk free. What about if this situation would have been reversed? What about if this woman was the one being assaulted? Would she be charged with cybercrime and this man would have walked free?
Hell no. Hell no. That didn't happen. That did not happen. Where? They show the system mess up. Because when it comes to men being the victim, it's a ha 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 and a he. But when it's women come to being the victim, the whole army would come out for the one woman. Because every one of them battling will see who going to go between your foot.
No. And you see, I see a lot of big educated people, including lawyers, laughing this young man. And you see, that's the reason a lot of men is out here being abused daily by their wife or their in-laws or somebody, but they're ashamed to come out and say anything because of the same ridicule. We as a people need to do better. Abuse is abuse, man. You don't get no right or wrong. No matter man, woman, boy, or girl. If you're being abused, you're supposed to get help. Just like if a woman is being abused. We preach the gospel of love doesn't hurt. But love hurt when it comes to men. But it doesn't come with, when it comes to women, we preach the gospel to women. But men doesn't have feelings, obviously.
I telling you, boy, hey, she ain't lying. She is not lying. And this is what just now say. When it comes to woman, a woman doesn't gotta go to a station and say, you just knock me or you rape me. The whole police station, everybody, every one of them, they would forget the police station open, and a man could go in and release his friend or something, or go in there and plant a bomb or something, and he would just gone when it comes to the, just like what she say. But let be a man. He. Anyway, viewers and subscribers, as we continue, before we get out to here, we got this female that is on the screen, basically making a lot of sense to the message that she's going to put out there, and it's pertaining to the bosses. Now, persons are complaining about the little boss, we should say, pertaining to the little boss versus the big boss. Because, you know, we've been saying they should bring back the big boss on the road, you know what I mean? They should spend some real money and see if we can get two of them foreign boss. Them boss, with them is got in America for think money, with them long boss. They should spend some money on them instead of shit. But what I'm saying, she's saying that she feel they should bring the long boss, the big boss back, because of a lot of reasons. First reason, choke up. Second reason, loud music. You understand? And I tore it out to the many. You understand? Hygiene. Let's take a listen to what the mistresses have to say.
Yesterday I make a Facebook post that, Guyana government should bring back the big buses for public transportation. And while most are on board with it, some people think it's not a good idea and think that having big buses is being backward and going back to backward situation. But let me share my idea with you, and then you can tell me what you think after. One, if you got your little children them going to school at 13 and 14, they may got ride in the bus and sit down on no man lap. They got enough space so that they can sit down.
All right.
Two, you ain't got to take choke up in no bus and squeeze up, double up and triple up.
All right, two, we gonna walk with two.
And the next to know, smelly person when you sweat.
I said that.
And bracing up to each other. Three, you ain't got to study that the bus them gonna race down the road and you left for go somewhere and you never return back for see your family or your child or children or parents or whoever. The same thing. They left for go somewhere, left for go to work, left for go to school, and that is the last year to see them because the bus driver careless and lawless. Four, the old people them, it could be very suitable for them for go on the bus rather than lift their foot and they're climbing high when some of them can hardly walk, some of them in wheelchair, and the bus them come with ramp so they can lower the ramp and you can wheel them onto the bus. More accessible for older people. It could take away some of the lawlessness from the country. So after I done give y'all now this couple ideas, let me hear your opinion. If you change your mind that we should have big buses or you still want them little bus for they're on the road with nice for bust up your eardrum, you can't, them not even stop you where you go because the driver and the conductor can't even hear when you talk for tell them to stop. And next thing you know, you end up in a trench, your hand broke, your foot broke, you can't walk again, you're paralyzed or you're dead. And your children or your by children them being molested in them same little bus because while they sit down there, some conductor pushing their hand up in the skirt or feeling them up or whatever. Tell me what y'all think.
Well, I think you make a lot of sense. Yeah, man, you make a lot of sense. But still, at the end of the day, I don't think they should ban the little bus them. This is what I'm saying. Let persons choose. Because like I said, these little bus drivers and conductors ain't putting a gun to nobody here. And they got enough big people like this. Because they have buses that doesn't budum budum and badam badam. They got bosses that obey the rules. I'm not gonna say all the little boss them is getting lawless. They got boss that, you know what I mean, is follow rules and regulation. I know, but they'll keep their music quiet and whatever, but it's not gonna be no big designer boss and anything. And this is what I'm saying. Nobody putting a gun to nobody's head for go in the boom boom or go in the normal ride. No, it's them choice. So just because they get in choice like that, bring the big boss, but don't get rid of the little boss because you're cutting a man food. You know what I mean? Straight. This is all how I see it. Left the little boss, bring in the big boss, a person could choose. And just like you say, they'd be like they got ramp for carry up the old elder ones and all these kind of things. Yeah. This is how it gotta go, buddy. But you guys leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what's your thoughts. So I can jump out here. So have a blessed day. See me soon. Do remember, if you watch the video so far, feel free to give the video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and put your post notification bell. And you know the code over here already, right? We back at it again with reaction upon reaction. So stay safe, my brothers and sisters. We out.